And when we spoke, and I know you remember,
I would smash Brandon Royval as well. I would smash him. And if Brandon Royval show up there, I would smash Brandon Royval as well. You know, yeah, I think he had a great, a great attitude to pull out. He knew. I like it. Uh, honestly, was good for him because I would make him. I would knock him down more early than I did to Asu. You know, it was his lucky day. You know, honestly, it was his lucky day.
Coming off another statement performance just days ago with a knockout over Asu Almabayev and one of the top, if not the top, flyweight contender in the world. It is always my great pleasure to speak to Manel Kape. Manel, let me open by saying Ramadan Mubarak.
Thank you so much, Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Congratulations on another amazing win, man. I know we talked before this one. We talked after the last one. You've been on another level lately, and that. Like, I think a lot of people, and Almabayev is a good opponent, but it wasn't competitive.
He's a great opponent. You know, he's a tough fighter. He's a dog, but you know, I just had a great plan, and mentally we were just different. You know, and is it was about who wants more. You know, who wants more, and he's experienced. He's very experienced. He have a great fights, but and when it comes to the big times, you know, I can shine. You know, and I know I've been made for these big times. You know, and sometimes people get shine. You know, but I never get shine to this moment.
It kind of felt like after the first round when you shut him down, trying to get the takedowns, and you were really getting him on the feet. Almost felt like he had panic mode a little bit because he couldn't get inside. He obviously, we knew you were going to be the better striker, but he couldn't get inside to even get close to the wrestling. Did you feel that in the fight?
No. Was not just about the takedown. It was not about the takedown fence. What people might forgot. He was the moment that when we started the fight. I know he's a great wrestler, but he's a great striker as well. I've been watching his fights and all this stuff. He's very technical. He spin very well. He know the time to spin kicks and put his hands, his overhands. But what he not expect was the power of my hands. You know, I know when I touch someone. Because when they come to the back to the strike, and then I was looking to him, waiting for when he's gonna shot, but and I was looking to me and say to myself, and I say, you really want to you really wanna strike? It's okay, let's go. And when the first punch land him, when I was on Southpaw, the first punch land that opened his eyes and in the hurt his eye. The first punch is when he realized the power of my hand, and then he covered himself, you know, a little bit, and then when I see change completely his body language, his confidence, his attitude, everything was gone after the first punch.
We've known since the day you arrived in the UFC, Manel, you had finishing power, which doesn't always happen at flyweight. But it feels like, and I said this after your last fight, I feel like we're seeing you hit a new level right now where you're getting even better. And the way you picked apart and decimated Bruno Silva and then doing it against Almabayev. Can I ask, like, is there something different mentality wise? Is there something just different in the training? Because it's like these fights haven't really been particularly close. And that's not a knock on your opponents. Again, both really good opponents. But you've been out there really picking them apart and then putting them away, like not just beating them, but actually finishing them. Is there just a difference in your mentality and just a difference in your approach? Like, what has it been these last couple of fights where it feels like you just kind of stepped up a level?
Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen in the next fight. You know, in the next fight, you know. Since I become Muslim, I changed a lot my lifestyle. I changed a lot the way I approach things, the way I training, the way I chill in the life, and I'm just a different person who is more time in a gym, and is the person that I never more drink, and I think this helps a lot of my condition, my body is, and I'm always being someone very connected with God, very very young. My family is very religion, but right now I'm even more connected, even more connected, and I be receive a lot of signs and from Allah, everything I've been doing, and spiritually, I think it's just spiritually, I feel different. I feel like, I'm saved by God when I go to the cage, and He possesses me to me some kind of different power and some kind of different attitude, and it's not just just in the fight. In training is being happening a lot, so I'm going there, and it's not just me fighting, I'm just spiritually um a different person, because always I had the talent, the technique, and always I could do the things, but it's not being the same, and for me, it's being amazing right now from now on, and it's being very amazing for me.
Absolutely. I know you mentioned to me because I said, like, obviously Ramadan started right before your fight. You said discipline. You'll have the discipline to do it. And you did, because that was actually your fight was literally right at the beginning of Ramadan. So again, talk about discipline to be able to, obviously, what you're going through. And because obviously I know a lot of people have been talking about it. Any Muslim fighting during Ramadan is tough. Even if it's a day into Ramadan, it's tough. But you said discipline, and you went out there and showed the
Yeah, I
discipline you
never.
had.
I'm being honestly, I'm being honest. Always, I work hard. I be such young age. My father always put in our lives the work hard that we have to deserve to we have. But honestly, I never been a disciplined person. I never been disciplined in anything. And maybe this is the things that has been missing in my life. And one of my great friends, Alex, he's been told me this for a long time ago. You are very good, you are great, you can be on top five, and fight there, but you're not gonna be a champion, because if you don't have the discipline, and these things are missing in your career. So you're going up, you're going down, but when you start getting the discipline, and you're definitely gonna be a champion easily, and yeah, that's one of the things that Islam bring to me, discipline in my life, and and bring so many good things.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can I ask? Obviously, listen. It was a very dominant performance, but I know you kind of addressed this after the fight. I'll ask you about it now. There was the call about the eye poke, and I know Almabayev posted a photo after the fight showing his eye. Now, obviously, you mentioned you had the punch to cut his eye open. You punched him.
What's the punch? He posts this like, I don't know. Some people always will talk. If you see my fight against Bruno Silva, the last kick was not a low kick. Is watching in slow motion. Is he touch his the liver. He touched the liver. You can see the reaction. And people talk, oh, low flow, like I was not winning the fight. I was not picking them apart. Against Asu, his eye became like that. Was the first punch that missed him. If you guys watching the fight, very careful and watch the first round. When I got the punch, and immediately his eye was already destroyed. And yes, normally that's my fault, because he was running a lot. When I tried to catch him, he was running, and I extended my hand as a slap, and then the second one catch like this. But okay, was not something very deeply, was deeply that bothered him to not fight, because even when he stayed to stop, I I let him 2 3 seconds, and then but he was good. He go to my takedown, you know. Was not was not a hypoc that make the fight, you know, the finish of the fight, because I was beating him, you know. I
Well, you
was.
could see. I mean, you could see when you hit him in the eye and he cut. Like it seemed like I talked about the first round. Like it seemed like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
cut
Was the first
kind
round?
of changed. It kind of changed. It
Was the
changed him at
first
that
round? Was
moment.
the first round?
Yeah.
People want to find excuses because it was is me. You know, people just want to find excuse. You know, you just wanna. You know, there is the kind of type of fighters that they get a lot of hate. You know, they get a lot of hate. Is this the special fighters? You know, the champions. They always doubt about them. They want to criticize them. You know, and I know I'm one of the people that get a lot of hate, you know. But when you win, when you become a champion, they always want to be on your side, you know. Yeah, this is gonna be like 1 2 days. People's gonna hate you. They love you, you know. All this stuff or making excuses, but it was not a hypoc, you know, that make the fight, because I was picking him apart. It was honestly was one of the easiest fight, and I told them it's gonna be a long night. They just was not ready, don't believe on that. So they always want to try to find excuses, you know, to my great performance. And like I say, everybody hates the great fighters.
Have you ever had an opponent literally run away like that? Like I know
Yeah, I
like
had this.
circling away. We understand circling away, but like that was full
Yeah,
on like running away.
yeah, he like he posts like he's bad. He posts the hypoc full. I don't know what his intention want to say. You know what is the intention, because the fight is over already. You know, it's not something like dramatic that you should not post, because you was run from the in the cage. You know, if you don't wanna punch, like cover yourself. You know, but don't run. This is this is more embarrassment than the iPod. But anyway, everybody
Yeah,
choose the way they want to lose. You know,
absolutely.
I'm not never gonna choose lose as a coward, but that's
Yeah.
the life.
Now we're going to talk about what comes next because obviously post fight you got a chance to actually sit and talk to Pantoja. But before I get there, can I ask you? I saw your Instagram, your post fight. Let's talk about this fur coat. Where did that fur coat come from? I was like, man, he's rocking a sweet fur coat. I was like, I know I could never do that, but you could pull it off.
Yeah. This is amazing for call. This for my meat is a nice brand that we sometimes we have collaboration. I it's a nice food court. I love this kind of coat. I think
Very stylish. Very stylish.
of course they know.
You can pull that off. Some people are like, I could
Uh,
never pull that off. You can pull
No,
it
you can
off.
pull off. You can pull off. No, you can do, but you have to be like something more. Only the pork have to be the bright thing. But you can do put some sweet and then put the bright coat. It's gonna
I
look
love it.
amazing.
I love it. Let me ask you, of course, this win, I think we assumed, when you were fighting Brandon Royval, it was a number one contenders fight. And when we spoke, and I know you
I
remember
would
this,
smash Brandon Royval as well. I would smash him. And if Brandon Royval show up there, I would smash Brandon Royval as well. You know, yeah, I think he had a great he had a great attitude to pull out. He knew. Like uh, honestly, was good for him, because I would make him. I would knock him down more early than I did to Asu. You know, it was his lucky day. You know, honestly, it was his lucky day.
so
But
when we spoke before the fight, we had talked and you said, hey, Kai Kara France, like, he's gonna get the title shot, I'll get the winner. And we assumed it was gonna happen, but then didn't get announced. And they already booked April, they already booked May. And then of course on the post fight show, they had Pantoja there to talk to you. So am I crazy in thinking that like is it gonna be you and Pantoja next? And I'm not knocking Kai Kara France, but Do you feel that way? Because them having
Hey,
Pantoja on the show with
hey,
you,
in the last five fights, how many wins can Cara France have? How many wins? He
what,
lost one fight. Yeah,
2?
well, no. In the last fight, how many? In the last couple of fights, how many wins? You know, how
Yeah.
many loss? He just have one win. It was against Arsene. You know, I've been beat off these guys, and I've been beat all these guys, Mateus Nicolau, and the other guy that pulled my shorts, and the referee didn't take the point, and they put their fingers in my eyes, like really, the referee didn't. I didn't lose any fight, any all these fights. I win all these fights. These guys being run from me from the physical fight, from really the physical fight. Um, in the way, if you see, of course, it was a boring fight, and another Matheus Nicolau could be like, but I never lose this fight, I never lose the way they lose, like Kakar friends. So yeah, I'm still in an 8-win streak, honestly, and if probably I'm the next. Let's see.
I know you and Pantoja had fought, but you guys were very respectful of each other on Saturday night. There was no, he was very respectful of you. What was that interaction like for you? Because I mean, you're just seconds off a knockout win, and then you go backstage for an interview, and there's Pantoja on the TV waiting to talk to you.
Honestly, that's the fight that have to be. That's the fight that have to be, and I'm doing a favor to this division. I'm the guy that been put uh, this this division on the mouth of the people, and Mickey my word, the matchmaker from the flyweight, has been doing a great job. He's being removed every boring fight from the division, and he bring only exciting fighters from this division. And we have to congratulate Mickey for make this division the right now the best division in the world. So, and with my help, I'm gonna put this division on another level. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, everybody that's being, work on this division, because this division was dead, and people don't want to talk or don't want to see this division. Right now, we can see like a nice finish is being finished. A lot of chaos, and a lot of excitements. People want to see what's the next, and and to the next fight have to be Manel Kape. I guess the champ. That's the fight.
Yeah.
Have to be.
Well, and we said this when we spoke before, and again, I want to be clear. This is not me taking a shot at Kai Kara France. When Kai Kara France it looked like he was going to get a title shot. It was almost because he was just the only guy available. It wasn't because he had earned it. He was on one fight win streak. He was the guy available, and they booked you and Brandon in March. So it was like, okay, we're going to have another. Now they haven't booked it.
And they beat listen. It's not just about winning, and it's not about winning the fight. It's just not about being the guy in the rank. These guys don't been dominate anyone. These guys don't been dominate anyone. These fights, they will make is like 1-1. I've been dominate these guys. I've been make like they not on my level. They not on my level. So it's just you just have to be me. To fight for the title. There is no other way. But like I say, I'm a very patient person, and I'm a very patient fighter. If I have to be Cara friends fight first, okay, later. But I'm the next. I'm gonna be there.
Can I ask Manel? Obviously, we mentioned, of course, you're observing Ramadan for the month of March. In terms of timing, if they called you and said, "We want you to fight for the title against Pantoja," do you have an ideal timeline? Because obviously we know May's booked. That's when Bilal Muhammad's fighting. June, we got an early June pay-per-view.
Even if they call me even if they call to April, what thing they say? Look, I'm healthy. I didn't take any damage on this fight. I'm still healthy. I'm still after Monday I was already in the gym. Monday I was already in the gym. I'm still training. I'm still doing my thing. I feel more energy, Sorry, but yeah, if in April or whatever they call, I'll be there. Don't be people don't get surprised if I'm gonna be there again. I'm healthy. Whatever the time they told, I'll be definitely I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
Yeah, I don't want to play a conspiracy, Manel, but the fact that they didn't announce Pantoja versus Kai Kara France and then your fight, I'm just saying, like, it seems like they knew they wanted to wait and see. You obviously went out there and dominated and won. Now it
Yeah.
kind of is perfectly set up for you and Pantoja to do.
Yes, I nominated a fighter that no one in the top five want to fight. It's a guy that honestly, he's been dominator every fight that he had in UFC. He didn't lost any round. He make the guys look easy, make the guys look scared, or walking back. He make them look walking back. He he make them fight in Matheus Nicolau the way he beat him. And size 2017 didn't lose any fight, 17 win streak, but I just come there in one night and destroy all this hype. And I make this very, very easily. People let not forget about this and stop making excuses about I poker everything. I was smoke him.
Yeah. Can I ask, it feels like a lifetime ago at this point. I know it wasn't that long ago, but your debut, what is your biggest memory and what is the biggest takeaway from that Pantoja fight going 3 rounds with him?
It was just about 2 rounds. If we was about to fight 5 rounds, I was winning the fight, because I'm a fighter that's going up, up, up. And right now, I'm just gonna make a deal with UFC, I think, and it's gonna be in my contract. I'm just gonna fight 5 rounds, if possible. I'm just gonna fight only 10 rounds. That's the deal. That's the deal. That's
you have to feel it. I mean, in all honesty, Manel, like whether it's online or you hear people talk about it, like you have to hear and see the buzz that this is a fight people want to see is you and Pantoja again. I mean, again, it feels like it's perfectly set up now. And again, this is not me taking a knock on Kai Kara France. He's a very talented fighter, but just when you look at the lay of the land in the division, it feels like it's perfectly set up for you to get the title shot now, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. That's they want to do. That's why they want to put me the Brandon Haval fight, but Brandon Haval pull out, and they just want to play safety in the position of the rankings. Honestly, they don't want to. They fight one time, or they don't want to fight. They always choose opponents. They play safety. I never play safety. I fight a guy below me in the ranking. I fight a newcomer, and whatever they put in front of me, I be fight. I never deny any fight. So that's the mental as a champion, and I just believe that they don't have the mental. Uh, to champion mentally, because they want to play safe, they want to play the rankings. Oh, I'm still number one. I'm still number two. Oh, I'm the number 3 ranking in UFC, and they put it that in Instagram in a bio. I'm the number 1, 3. I'm the number get the fuck out of here. You are there because you've been so long without fighting. You've been pulled out from the fights. That's the thing. They play too much safe.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was a brilliant performance, and I think it's perfectly set up for you and Pantoja rematch. June, July, whatever the date is, whatever they want to fill out. Because again, those are the dates that aren't filled right now. I think it makes a lot of sense. And again, there's a reason they had Pantoja on that post fight show. Come on, there's a reason they had him on that post fight show. You know as well as I do, they wouldn't do that unless they're trying to build a fight.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I feel optimist on my performance, and I feel optimist what's coming.
Yeah, well, I hope it's next. I tell you every time we talk, the last 3 years, I've said Manel Kape's going to be champion at the end of the year. Yeah. And I just had so much bad luck with guys pulling out of fights and things like that. So feels like 2025 is finally your year, and you might have to get a new fur coat to match the belt. You win the belt.
Yeah. I'm going to definitely get a new fur coat for the belt. You great idea.
Well, Manel, congratulations again on the win. Again, another amazing performance. Congrats again on that. Thank you as always for the time. And like I said, next time we talk, hopefully contract is signed. You and Pantoja, title fights.
Thank you so much, Lemon. I appreciate it a lot.